Tips on how to get top dollar when I sell my house in Lindsay, Ontario, the Kawartha Lakes in 2023. Let's face it, for the most part, real estate is everyone's biggest investment. For some, when we bought our homes, it was for the intention of it being their retirement plan. We all want the most for our house, so let's look at a few tips that will help you with this goal in mind. Stay tuned to the end to see what buyers are looking for in today's 2023 real estate market here in the Kawartha Lakes. Over the years of owning your home, you've had to do some things to keep it up. Regular maintenance things like replacing the carpet, maybe installing a new dishwasher. These are considered regular maintenance things. It should go without saying that most buyers today will prefer new or anything over old and worn. But let's dig into what we can really do to make your house more appealing to the most amount of buyers out there. So tip number one is seeing your house from a different perspective, a buyer's perspective, starting from the outside. So is your lawn maintained? Is the grass cut? If you have landscaping, is it tidy? Is it free of weeds or are the weeds taking over? In the winter, is the lane free of snow? Are your sidewalks clear? If your front door is like mine, our grandpup usually paws the door when she wants in, and sometimes she leaves prints, like some serious mud marks, but that's not always appealing. A deep clean both outside and in is always a good idea. On the inside, I refer to your house to look hotel-like. Why? Because when you walk into a hotel room, it doesn't matter your nationality, your race, or your religion. A hotel room has what you need. There's a bed, a dresser, a desk. There's even artwork on the wall, and everyone can relate. Now, what doesn't it have? It doesn't have your kids' photos on the wall from kindergarten to university. It doesn't have a load of shoes or hats or mittens at the front door. And there's not usually a ton of clothes hanging in the closets. So what that breaks down to is decluttering and cleaning stuff out. Buyers are looking for storage. By cleaning out your closets, maybe storing your off-season clothes in bins either downstairs, the attic, or even in the garage, it not only shows that you have space in your closet, it also shows that there's storage space because of the neatly stacked bins. We want buyers to stay in your house as long as possible when they're viewing. And how to make them more comfortable is by taking out your personal and allowing them to envision their personal in it. After we've decluttered and packed some things away, we push less is more, so everything should come off the counters in the bathroom and the kitchen. Working with today's buyers in the Kawarthas in 2023, this is what I hear. 1, they don't really care for carpet. Ideally, they like the same flooring throughout. Of course, wood or ceramic's a preference, but if it's vinyl or snap and click flooring, that's okay too, because usually price isn't reflective. But they want it all to be the same color, the same design, in all the same rooms. Some are okay if it's a newer clean carpet in the bedrooms, but most don't want it in there either. 2, another thing I hear today's buyer is wanting all the same color paint. Now, I'm not saying you have to rush out and hire a painter. I'm just telling you what they prefer. 2023's colors are a lot of shades of gray, a light blue, white, and I see green. I see dark green moving in. 3, open concept seems to be a favorite. So that's open kitchen, dining room, and living room. There's a preference for pot lights and updated lighting. 4, the standard oak kitchens of the 80s and 90s has been replaced with lighter kitchens like white or cream, especially the uppers, and some have darker tones on the bottom cabinets. I do know kitchens are a lot of money, but there's some cheaper ways to update your kitchen, like maybe hardware upgrades or even replacing a countertop instead. These things will update your look for sure. 5, a walk-in closet in the primary bedroom or perhaps an ensuite is welcoming. And then, of course, some storage, maybe for the lawnmower, the patio furniture, that sort of thing. If the price is right, a garage is usually preferred as well. Now, buyers expect the house to have the windows, a furnace, a heat supply, and a roof. The newer, the better. If we are coming to the end of a life cycle on any of these things, we can talk about adjusting our asking price. Having your home staged is always a good idea. If you don't smoke and you have limited pets, the professionals have next to no problems fluffing and decorating. Sometimes they recommend furniture removal or they move the furniture around. Less is more again. They know how to make your home look bigger. They can also add flair. People pay more for flair. As a seller, this is always good. Professional photos, those are the next best tip when it comes to selling your home. For them, when your house is on the market, we recommend that all the lights are on and there's no cars in the driveway. We want to make your house as the most inviting to the buyers as possible. And now you should have a complete package. If you have enjoyed this video on tips to get top dollar when selling your home in the Kawartha Lakes, Lindsay, Ontario enjoyable, then please stay tuned for my next video on what to do for date nights in Lindsay, the Kawartha Lakes. As always, please get in touch if you have any questions about buying, selling, or living in Lindsay, Ontario, the beautiful Kawartha Lakes.